How you doing, folks? Tobacco Smoking Piper here tonight, and tonight I am smoking some Samuel Garwith Navy Flake. Ahoy my hearties. So this tobacco is a lovely flake. Let me just get one of them out there to show you. That's what it looks like. It is gorgeous. And smell dead rich, earthy, something that you would expect aboard a ship with sailors. On a stormy night at sea. Now I'm just going to stog my bowl up with this. And the pipe I'm using tonight is another Erik Nording. I'm sorry my camera isn't great. That's all I've got in the meantime. It's a nice bowl, it's getting all coloured there. It was a pure bright colour of wood, but because I've been using my hands all the time, it's getting the natural of the oils of my hands, and it's soaking and seeping into the wood. And she's a terrific smoker, so I'll just fill this up just now. And we'll get her going. I hope all's good with yous. Yeah. Anybody got new pipes? Anybody got new tobacco? I've been following this guy called Him and His Pipe. He seems a decent chap. He seems a decent bloke. Although he's always getting stuff for free. I don't know how people do that. You know, they must have that face. Free face. You know. I must have that face that says, you gotta buy it face. But, you know, good luck to him. But yeah, I've watched some of his videos and they're good. It's anyway, I'm gonna smoke this, stog this. Drink up my hearties, yo-ho, yo-ho. Captain Jack Sparrow. Imagine what it must have been like back in the day. You know, for these lads in the Navy. and to smoke their pipes, the clay pipes aboard the ship, you know, keeping a steady course, especially on a stormy night. Tell you one thing, it wouldn't have been easy. Pour myself a cup of coffee.
Excuse me folks, if this TV goes up quite loud I will turn it down. Sorry.
Can't beat a hot cup of coffee and a bowl of tobacco on a cold night. It's cold out here in the north of Scotland, up in the Highlands, as they say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go, folks. That sailing boat was built, I think, in 1896. The Cutty Sark. Today I was smoking what else was I smoking today? Trying to remember. Oh, early morning. I was smoking early morning pipe. I had a bowl of that, and then I finished off a bowl of St. Bruno. Mm-hmm. I don't know, some of my videos seem to be having a delay in going up. One of my subscribers said today, and I don't know what's going on.
They went up last night fine though, didn't they?
Mm.
They went up last night alright. Since that file manager thing.
Yeah, I had to clear a lot of stuff out of my phone, a lot of videos.
They went up fine last night.
My son's better at that technology stuff than me. Me and technology don't get on. I haven't got the patience for that. I'm a hands-on guy.
My Crichton's good at messing about with phones and
Put me on a building site or on a fishing boat or on a rig. I can handle that.
or at the side of the loch
Mm-hmm.
with a fishing rod. Look on us one.
Navy flake is a. It's definitely got the essence of rum to it. Earthy taste, fruity. Or maybe it's my taste palettes are all over the place with this plate at the top.
Take it out.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should have given it some time to air out. Now, normally I like my brown twist and black twist. I like that to dry out over a period of a day before I smoke it. But I actually cut up some a few days ago and I found it inside my pipe tray on the table, and it was dry, but when I stuck it inside my pipe and smoked it, I don't know if it's happened to use, but I got a fantastic smoke out of it, the best smoke I ever got out of it, because you know twists, if you don't dry them out or if you just stick them in your pipe, it's going to be going out every 10 seconds. It's just going to keep going out. Well, it does for me anyway. But if I give it a good dry out, and I forgot about it, and when I stuck it in my pipe today, it had an absolute fantastic taste of it, and it was really, really nice, and I really enjoyed it actually, to tell you the truth. So it just goes to show you, you know, but to tell you the truth, with having this plastic plate with a false plate and trying to taste the tobaccos, the way other folks do, it's a bit different for me. But on the retrohale, it's really nice. I think people these days are really health conscious. You know, you see them running past and they've got their smartwatches on with their t-shirts and their shorts, and they're looking at the time or their heart rate, and you know, they're beating themselves up. The best form of exercise I ever got was hard work. And I mean manual work, physical. But I suppose each to their own. think the world's just got to slow down up. Slow down. It's just grown up too fast and got itself in a right good state. The only the good thing is getting it now is God's looking down upon his throne and he's just looking at us, running to and fro. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet tonight, folks. I had a touch of the blues today. You know when you just get these days where you try to pick yourself up. It's been the Lord's day too.
Oh, Satan can come out.
Yeah, he's always there. In the background. I subscribed to a couple of ladies today. So I don't see many lady pipes, smoking pipers on. I subscribe to a middle-aged lady and probably a younger lady. Just to see what their views are on smoking pipe. Because my wife has no problem with me smoking the pipe. Not a problem at all, as I says.
No, it doesn't bother me.
It's my wife that bought me all my pipes. She's there to say it. Who bought all my pipes?
Me, it cost me a fortune, but it's something you enjoy doing. So, and you've got a wee summer house now where you can come out and just puff away.
Yep.
Whether it's a roll up, your pipe.
Yeah. Enjoy when you can, my dear.
I'm
And
just jealous I can't smoke one.
that's true. Enjoy life while you can, folks. We're
So
only
that's
here
what
once.
I've got. That's my wee vape pen. The wee bike on it. That's what I'm puffing away on.
And you've got your air conditioning thing there to keep the smoke away. What's it called again?
Air purifier.
Aye, air purifier.
Humidifier is the one where you put the water in it and the oil. And if it gets too smoky, I just open the door for a minute. But it doesn't get too smoky in here.
No, that's where I just sit. Well, I was going to smoke that Sardinelli pipe tonight, but I think I said in last night's video I had another Eric Nording pipe handmade, and I've also got one very similar to this, but it's a wee bit smaller, not much. I was thinking of jarring up my tobaccos again, but I had that many jars in my house, I just got scunnered all them.
There was nowhere to keep them. You had that many. They're better off in the tins.
So I decide now, if I open a tin up, I'll just finish it
You've got that bit under the table.
and
you
then
could keep
order
them.
another one, you know. I was a hoarder of tobacco, and I know I was cellaring it, and you know, but then when I got my house gutted out, the mess I had of jars all over the place with different types, and then I stopped for 2 years, and I thought I wasn't going to smoke the pipe again. I was that far down, and but I'm grateful I did, because I was smoking way too many handmade roll-ups. So now I've maximised my minimum my tobacco smoking to about four a day, and today's the first day I've actually had 3 bowls of tobacco in a long time. I've seen one guy an old documentary, and the guy was smoking 15 to 16 bowls of tobacco a day.
That's just mental.
I said, wow, fair play to him, man. You know, fair play. That's a lot of bowls of tobacco. You know, things is, how can we keep ourselves safe? You know, people are scared to smoke tobacco. They're scared of pipe tobacco. They're scared of cigarettes. They're scared of cigars. You know, we are all different individuals, and nobody should turn their nose up at you. Whether you smoke a cigarette, whether you have a vape pen, whether you smoke a cigar, or whether you smoke a pipe, they should only admire the pipe smokers. They're keeping a dying art, and it is a dying art. Hopefully it comes back, because I think back in bygone days, it calmed people down. You know, I remember my granddad, you know, one was in the First World War. I can barely remember him, but I remember my other granda came out of the Second World War. Now he'd always play with me and tell me stories, and but I can always remember how relaxed he was when he would sit beside the fireside and smoke his pipe every time I used to go up and see him on my school holidays. Now, for a man that was on the landings of D-Day, you know, like a lot of other men, he was very calm and very placid. He would sit at night and just tell stories with his pipe. You know, he wouldn't tell anything about the war or anything like that. But he was still very placid. You know, my granny, she took a stroke when she was in her early 50s, probably 55, 56, you know, mid 50s. She took a stroke. Now, my granda had to look after her, you know, and it's amazing that, you know, when I think about it, you know, obviously he had community nurses to come out and give her a hand, so with certain things like bathing and stuff like that, but you could walk with her crutch and she had a caliper on her other leg, but you could go to the bathroom and all that herself, and she was so funny, and my granddad just got on with it as best he could, but my mother used to go up and help, and my brother would go up and stay long periods and help my granda and granny, you know, but he still got on with it, you know. My grandfather died of prostate cancer. He was about 73, 74. Maybe a bit older, but I remember him from I was a young kid of the age of 10, you know. You just don't forget these things. You just don't forget these things. People never forget their grandparents because they were your heroes. My dad was my hero also, but so was my granda, you know. He was a hero to me because I knew what he did. Especially when I got old, when he passed away and got older and started to realise things more. But he was always happy with his pipe.
She was standing around my own.
No, it's just a very weird pipe. Me and my wife are watching some pipe channel. It's just a weird shaped pipe she's got. It's very
I
young.
thought she'd have standing around my I think it's chucking it in the rain.
Yeah, it's chucking it down, Marie.
I'm hearing something unless it's in the telly.
You know what's wrong, my dear? I love history.
You've always got the History Channel on. If we're not
Mm.
watching pipe channels.
Mm. Yeah, me and my wife, we watch a lot of the history channels. We like watching the pipe smoking channels also. But I love history. What's the first thing you do in the morning when you open your eyes? Right, the first thing I do is I thank God for the day. And that's my very first thought. I thank Him for opening my eyes. And then I've got an app on my phone, and it's like a daily reading from the Bible, and then me and my wife will come in here, or we'll sit in the house, and we'll read that daily reading, and then we'll pray together. And we try to make that every single day. If Satan can't get you trying to come in the front door, he'll always try and get round the side door. You've got to be on your guard every day. I don't care much for possessions. They don't mean much to me, all apart from stuff my wife buys me, you know, because it's from her, it means, but it's only possessions. Try not to store up your stuff on earth. Try to store up your possessions in heaven. It's not like we're climbing up a ladder to please God. He's already done that. He's come down the ladder. We can't please God. Christ has come down and done it for us. It's not how holy we can be. It's not about how much theological things from the Bible we know. It's not about going to church every Sunday or praying every day religiously. It's about your heart. Examine your heart. Your heart means everything to Christ. He knows. It's not about trying to please Him. Yes, we can please Him by being nice people, being a better person, helping people. You know? In the world we're in now, as Christians, Americans, Australians, New Zealanders, people from the United Kingdom, we are all Christian people. You know, there's so many nations yet that condemn us. You know, people, you know, Europe is full of Christians. You know, Europeans, Americans, South America, but there's parts of the world that are just terrible. They don't want to know. So, being godly nations, we have to bring God back to our nations. We have to come back to God. And that's when things will start going right with our nations again. Come back to God, each nation. Well, my goodness, I can waffle on some. But,
It's the whole point of the channel.
yep. I will bid you good night and God bless. And may your pipes always be good and filled with nice tobacco. And may your pipes blow free wherever you may be. God bless you. God love you. Everyone, and yeah, and stay safe. Christ be with you.